console glows as you approach.
Welcome back, Master.
Trying to see what's back there.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design, order, perfection, unity, every plane, one, every being in their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken, corrupted, gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
짠님 안녕하세요. 컴퓨터 사셨다고 축하드립니다. 언제 와요? 벌써 왔습니까?
I have a lot on my mind.
뭐 하루하루가 힘들죠. 오늘이 그나마 좀 괜찮은데요? 왜 오면 안 돼요? 사신 거 아니에요? 풀스토리를 모르니까. 그 일부러 풀스 가격에 맞추신 거죠? 풀스가 60만 원 좀 하니까. 원래 얼마짜린 건데요? 그러신 것 같더라고. 아, 저희끼리만 말씀해 주세요. (150) 이상은 아닐 거고.
In
그거만.
death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
글카가 한 4, 50 하니까.
Remarkable, truly. And now the picture comes together. The absolute is neither God nor
램
man.
32기가?
It is the elder brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an elder brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
절대자는 신도 인간도 아니고, 우리가 본 건 그 세 명에게 강제로 잡힌 엘더 브레인. 그러니까 결국에는 이 엘더 브레인들도 절대 악들한테, 절대 빌런들한테 굴복당해서 이용당한 것 뿐이었다는 거네. 무엇을 먼저 물어볼까요? 5번에 대한 답은 좀 알 것 같은데 그냥 확인차 한번 물어봅시다. 아니, 일단 문맥상은 4번이 좀 적절해 보이네요. 우리의 적에 대해서 언급하고 있는데 딴 얘기하는 건 좀 그렇고, 그죠? 4번이 좀 합리적인 것 같죠?
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver, a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones, and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
왜 빌런들은 항상 붙어 다닐까요? 그러면서 왜 항상 깨질까? 붙어 다니면서도.
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
왕관에서 떼낸 거고, 네더스톤이라고 하고, 왕관을 착용한 자를 통제할 수 있다고. 왕관에 깃든 네더릴 마법이, 네더릴은 고대 제국이라고 하는 것 같네요. 기생체가 지닌 능력의 진정한 원천, 기생체들의 잠재력을 끌어올린다. 그래서 아무도 치료할 수 없었다. 왕관이 기든 기생체에게 이런 짓을 할 수도 있는데 뇌에는 더 강력한 영향을 미칠 수 있을 것이다. 표정 보소. 똥 씹은 표정.
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
전쟁 망치. 방패. 사신의 포옹. 야, 이거 엄청 좋네. 이소벨. 아빠 사랑해요. 사랑을 담아. 이소벨. 미안하지만 빨개 벗겨졌죠. 육신은 보잘것없군요. 그저 그런 중년 아저씨의 몸뚱아리. 잔인하긴 국룰이지. 이긴 자가 다 차지하는 건.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
근데 본체를 갑자기 왜 맞추시게 된 거예요? 당분간은 계획이 없으신 것처럼 말씀하셨잖아요. 발더스 게이트 이제 귀족위원회에서는 고타시가 빌런인 걸 모르고 신학기 치고는 사양이 높은데? 누가 그 말을 믿지? 우리끼리 그런 얘기 하지 말고. 아, 신학기 맞춰서 이제 그 실버스타님께서 부재 중일 때가 많으니까 그때 노려서 사신다. 그때 쓰시려고. 그래서 축하드려요. 그걸로 뭐 하실 건데? 4060이면 지금 제 PC 사양이랑 약간 비슷하네. 제가 3070이니까. CPU는 뭘로 하셨습니까? 램하고 그런 건? 여기도 다시 한번 알려주네요. 1, 2시드를 이용해서 이제 자신들의 야망을 충족시키겠다는. (7800) 가시려다가 그냥 인텔로 가셨어요? 그럼 이제 진짜 방송하실 수 있겠다. 그 캡처보드만 사시면. 콘솔 게임은 원컴으로도 방송이 되니까. 저도 원컴 방송이거든요. 컴퓨터 사겠겠다. 방송 한번 해보시죠. 재밌어요 방송. 뭐가 20시간이면 끝나요? 발더스가 빨리 하면 20시간에도 끝난대요. 베니쉬? 주어를 좀 주어를 말해주세요. 베니시아? 그렇게 말씀하면 제가 어떻게 알아? 타임 어택하면 못할 수도 있겠죠. 뭐. 템 정리하는 것도 일이다.
No one back home will ever believe this. Making me sweat.
개설의 소름이 되어라. 이번에 그 보스전 할 때 카를라크가 진짜 딜 잘했어요. 카를라크가 진짜 피 혼자서 거의 다 뺀 것 같아. 정말 잘 썼어요 이번에 카를라크. 카를라크 특징이 이제 분노하면은 겁을 안 먹잖아요. 겁에 질림을 안 당하잖아요. 그걸 이용해가지고 치고 빠지고 하면서 딜을 엄청 잘 넣었어요. 그게 승리의 요인이었습니다 이번에. 미친듯이 딜을 넣어가지고 조져버렸죠. 자해이라도 잘했어. 자해이라 되게 좋더라고요. 스토리 아닌 거 말씀하셔도 되죠. 네. 미친듯이 잘했어요.
Let's get going.
시한부잖아요. 예. 진국이라고? 아 사람이 진국이죠. 예. 그러니까 직설적이고 약간 찌찌언니 스타일이랑 맞을 것 같아. 찌언님이랑 잘 맞는 성격일 것 같아. 되게. 뭐니? 처음에 감을 못 잡았는데 여기 깨셨나요, 찌언님? 여기 깨셨어요? 여기 어쨌든 간에 방법이 있긴 있더라고. 진짜 처음엔 답이 안 보였는데 방법이 있긴 있더라고. 역시나 안 깨셨으면 자세히 말씀 안 드릴게요. 나중에 고생해보세요. 정말 재밌었어. 깰 때는 고통스러워했는데. 아 여기 깨셨겠네 그럼? 여기 사각지대가 있더라고. 이 뒤가 관건이었어. 이 뒤 공간이. 그리고 에일리는 사실 아예 안 죽더라고요. 굳이 신경 쓸 필요가 없더라고. 그냥 풀어놓고 놔두면 되고 지가 뭘 하든 내버려두고 안 죽더라고. 너무 신경 안 써도 됐던 거고. 포지셔닝을 잘해야 돼. 저 같은 경우에는 근접 캐릭터들이 많으니까 여기가 관건이더라고. 헤딩하다가 딜하고 빠질 수 있어. 딜을 넣고 빠져 있으면은 힐이 들어가더라고요. 딜에서 대응 못하게 디버프 걸어놓고 빠져서 힐해주고 다시 들어가고 나머지 애들은 쫄 처리하고 그렇게 해서 깼어요. 그렇게 해서
Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
이제 카를라크는 고타시 밑에서 이제 괴롭힘 받던 애라서 고타시에 대한 적개심이 심하고 고타시가 나타나는 것 자체만 해도 지금 그냥 예민하게 구는 상태인 것 같아요. 얘 스타일은 논리적으로 설명하는 게 아니고 무조건 편 들어주는 게 맞을 것 같긴 해. 근데 내 스타일대로 대답하자.
I'd never have protected a Bainite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
오케이. 라이트송이
It's
와
been a
있네.
long day. I need to rest soon.
여기가 야영지가 됐네. 미더스 여기 왜 와 있지?
A curse lifted. The dead three allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
일리시드에게 영혼이 있냐고? 일리시드가 영혼이 솔직히 생각해본 적 없는데 근데 영혼이 없지 않나?
Correct. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. No. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold. Very well.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. Bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh? He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine.
믿었던 사람한테
He
배신당한
said
거네.
I'd be able to handle
가장
it.
믿었던
He was
사람한테.
right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
이런 얘기 그래도 곧잘 해주네요. 그래도 신뢰관계가 생긴 건가?
Hey, soldier.
아, 할신이구나.
You did it. Catherick Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
아, 오늘 산막 갈 수 있을까? 진짜 끝이 안 보여. 솔직히 이 정도면은 보수 받아야 되지 않냐?
I would agree. But patience is needed. Nature moves at its own pace and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
너 할 말은 없고 그만해. 내가 진짜 너 구하느라고 생각해보니까 진짜 고생 많이 했다.
Your path leads away from me, I sense.
그래, 언젠가 다시 만날 날도 있겠지.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short.
가자.
I have.
무직한님
But
어서오세요.
perhaps there is more
반갑습니다.
that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand.
느낌이 왠지 여기 나가면 산막인가 본데. 곳인 것 같아요. 아, 이소벨도 와 있네. 아버지 얘기를 할 수밖에 없겠구나. 진짜 스토리가 진짜 미쳤다, 미쳤어.
Helen. Isabel.
둘이 무슨 사이인데?
My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
뭐 사랑할 수
No
있지.
dreams at all.
응.
Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, He brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
아니, 여기서 이러지 마시고요. 저기요?
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
근데 생각보다 되게 담담하다. 아버지가 죽었는데 거기에 대해서 그냥 잘 죽었다는 식으로 얘기하는데? 이게 좀 의외인 반응이네. 어쨌든 아버지는 딸을 살리기 위해서 그렇게까지 했는데 자기 자신과 모든 것을 바꿔서 그렇게 했는데 이런 반응이라고? 모르는 거야? 아니야 알면서도 이러는 거야? 부모들 입장으로 조금 서운할 것 같은데. 일단은 짚고 넘어갈 건 넘어갑시다.
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep, I promise. Very good. We look forward to it.
Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Begone! I must admire Isabel's fulsome beauty.
Sorry.
진짜.
Let's get on with it.
상처 치료나 좀 해주고 보듬어 주던가. 얘 얼굴에 상처가 그대로 있는데 참. 이상한 애야 쟤도. 자, 뭐 씻는 건 알아서들 하고 상처는 치료해줄게.
Still breathing, despite everything.
이거 얼굴이 좀 좋아지겠지?
Begone! I
깔끔해졌네.
must admire Isabel.
Sorry.
보는 내내 좀 거슬리더라고. 자, 일단 여기까지는 됐고. 너 누구더라? 아트클 잠깐 저 꼬마애 잠깐 아니구나.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
그게 어떻게 여기까지 왔냐?
Luck and stubbornness. I heard about the Dead Three. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of Baldur's Gate, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him.
동료는 많으면 많을수록 좋죠. 뭐 직접 쓰진 않더라도 관련된 이벤트들이 걸려있을 수도 있고.
When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken. don't think there will be an after. The truth is, the shadow fell. Broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me. So, thank you, my friend. And know that
동료로도
I
못
have
데려가는
no
건가?
regrets.
바로 동료로 들어올 수 있냐고 물어볼게요. 한번 궁금해지네요. 아까 힐까지 해줬고.
You, it's safe to say, you'd have been recruited in an instant. Of course, but the flaming fist, I hope you can save Duke Ravengard. Thank you. But look at, besides, Thaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do. You don't have to worry. The truth, but
오케이, 얘는 원래 동료로는 안 되네. 이런 식으로 진행되는구나.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something? Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might...
이 꼬만가 잠깐. 아닌데? 얘 아닌데 외눈박인데? 너네 친구는 어디 갔니?
Why, yes. Once Alfira is done with this song, we will be looking for patrons. All coppers welcome, pal. Miss Alfira wants to write us a song about you fighting.
그래, 나도 보고 싶다.
Alfira's writing us a song.
You're here. Good. That's good. Sorry, I didn't mean to snub you. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
주인공이 받으면 여기서 도움을 줄 수 있겠구나. 와, 노래 좋은데 벌써 좋아. 요, 분위기 있는데.
Oh, I hope I find a bar.
노래 엄청 좋다. 위엔 뭐가 있을까? 뭐가 있을까? 여기 2층에 있는 건 뭐 없네요. 다 이제 밑에 있고.
Back in last light, I was racking my brains. How the hell's... And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. Didn't think we'd make it without the old L Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. I would. We didn't have any fight left in him.
뭐였지?
The briefest hesitation as Ceres wars with old loyalties and wins.
I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
오랜 상관에 대한 약간 배신감 그런 게 있을 거구나. 그렇게 믿었는데 버리고 또 왔다는 거에 대해서.
Baldur's Gate lies ahead.
제블로도 근데 정신지배 비슷한 걸 당해서 그랬던 거니까 또 어떻게 받아들여야 될지 참 애매하긴 하네. 이 까칠했던 애 아니야?
Ketheric's done, but that.
뒷놈들 아직 여기 있네. 아직 안 갔네 발더스 게이트로. 아 하긴 아직 안 열렸겠구나.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
농담 좀 해볼까?
That sounds slimy. Never mind your distasteful predilections. We need to talk about Wolverine.
월브렌이 왜? 어쨌든 너랑 별로 함께 하고 싶다는 얘기는 아니었던 것 같은데.
Wolverine and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
발더스 게이트를 공격하려고 한다고?
Because they're a gaggle of vindictive crybabies with no sense of propriety. That is to say, they gabbed about their plans like a geese, and I overheard them. Like a very devious goose. With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend. I'll be seeing you at your...
오케이.
It's time to fight.
계획대로 야영지로 불러드렸고요.
I owe you an apology.
무슨 사과?
I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth and for being, quite frankly, rude.
이제서야?
last night.
개새끼가 따로 없던데. 사과를 받아줍시다. 대인배 해야지 그래도.
I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand Gnomes are going to save the city.
and you can be part of it.
생각 탐지를 좀 해볼까요? 무슨 의도인지 파악은 해봐야죠.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
아주 고약한 심보군요. 처음부터 첫인상부터 안 좋더니.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it. Bring every...
오히려 믿는 척하고 또 계획을 막을 수 있으니까.
Moonrise has been cleansed.
얘네 둘은 이미 동화됐군요.
Feel that calm.
There'll be plenty of dead to mourn when this is done.
Long, dark.
태워버려, 귀찮게.
Just tell me what you need.
돈 좀 있었지 너. 넘어가기 전에 잡템 좀 다 팔고 가자.
Lady light away. Softer than a whisper.
템 위에 있는데? 뭐지 이거? 템은 한번 먹고 갑시다. 뭔지 한번 궁금하긴 하네. 선착장 아니 저기 부두 쪽인가? 어디지?
Thanks, Nicholas.
With Jahira to lead us.
아 저기 있네. 오케이. 튼튼한데? 이거 뭐야? 이거 뭘로 날려야 되냐? 폭약 아니면은 그에 준하는 화력으로 날려버리시다. 되나 볼게요 한번. 보험 상자 같이 날아가는 거 아니겠지? 어이구야 이거 튼튼한데 생각보다. 아니 위에서 떨어지는 건가? 점프의 다리. 출동. 그런 건 아니었던 것 같고. 추측하는데 위에서 떨어지는 길이 있을 것 같기도 하고. 그게 아마 맞을 것 같아요.
All right. What now?
고양이.
Cat pays you little attention.
아 그거 한번 해보고 싶었어.
Do what must be done.
동물 번하면 동물이랑 얘기할 수 있는지 그게 궁금하더라고요. 해보자 한번.
These are the stalking grounds of
되네.
Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now.
엄청 귀여운데.
I intend to. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards. Lies, it merely pretends. But I'm a patient hunter. I will wait for it to stir, and then I will strike. Now I must return to my prey. It has been too long.
엄청 귀여워.
Quiet, lest I miss its cries for mercy.
A tight fit for even the smallest of creatures, let alone you.
아 이렇게 살펴볼 수도 있겠구만. 아까 거기 다시 가보자. 여기로 어떻게 가야 될까? 아 여기 길이 있네? 잠깐. 와 나무 상자 뻐개질 뻔했어. 여기로 못 가는데. 아니 이거 그러면 쟤는 또 왜 저기서 서 있어? 바보같이. 제 위에 있는 걔야 지금? 레더스톤 획득각이네요.
Handy.
아이템 뽀개진 것 같은데. 헐 어떡하지. 망했네. 무슨 템이었을까? 주워진다. 별 중요한 템은 아니었겠지? 원래는 어떻게 왔어야 되는 걸까? 이 위에서 떨어지는 게 맞나? 아무튼 얘들아 비켜줄래? 비켜주세요 선생님들.
So that's progress.
Hey, get the cake.
그랬겠죠. 그러면 진짜 다 이벤트는 다 본 것 같고 슬슬 내려가 봅시다.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
다른 동료를 얘기하는 건가? 뭔가? 강력한 동료가 있나?
Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause.
그래서
We will put an end
그래서
to the
산막이
absolute,
길다는 얘기구나.
the chosen, all.
이놈의 동료 모으기 때문에.
I'm coming home, and I'll get there before the absolute.
이 창 되게 멋있다. 룩이 진짜 멋있는데요. 버그난 거 아니에요? 근데 뭐 대작 게임이 다른 게임도 나왔겠죠. 재밌는 게임이.
I just want to make it to Bald.
여기 대장장이도 움직였네. 대부분의 사람들이 여기 떠났군요. 한 가지 확인하고 싶은 게 있다. 지금 딴 데 갈 수 있는 데가 없네. 그만 좀 확인해요.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
그만 좀 확인해. 제발 그만 좀 해. 앞으로 가라고 자꾸 여기로 새지 말고 이씨. 미쳤냐? 미쳤냐고.
I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
갈 때가 되긴 했죠. 잘 지냈니? 내 최애 캐릭터.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker in, historically.
스타리온도 계속 쓰고 싶긴 한데 워낙 잘 키워놔가지고. 근데 멍멍이가 어디 간지 모르겠어. 어느 순간부터 멍멍이가 사라졌어.
Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear.
네가 먹은 거 아니지? 네가 잡아먹은 거 아니지?
You wanted something?
I think we've done rather a good thing here.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
일단 3번도 중요하겠네. 일단은 아버지 얘기를 하고 있었으니까 맞아 얘기를 하고.
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander,
근데
my father.
옷 좀 입고
The
얘기하면 안 될까?
Absolute's armies on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know, or know of more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
그게 너의 영혼이었구만.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zarya. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize.
막신님 어서 오세요.
To add into
반갑습니다.
her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mizora. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
아픈 얘기네.
I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
아버지의 생각이 깊군요. 근데 옷은 입고 다니라고. 노출증 새끼야 이거.
Your path leads away.
내가 옷을 입혀준 것 같은데 왜 벗고 있지? 진짜. 이 꼬마야 아직 여기 있네.
I guess I can take care of my.
까칠하기는 아직까지 극복이 안 됐구만.
Soldier.
아 거기요. 그 기생충 상자를 처음에는 부셔보니까 그 중에 여러 마리가 죽고 대부분이 죽고 한 마리가 도망가더라고요. 걔를 기절시켰는데 기절시킨 걸 다시 이렇게 못 깨워가지고 그 다음에는 걔가 어디로 도망가는 그 살려두고 어디로 도망가는 걸 보려고 했는데 너무 빨리 도망가가지고 그것도 실패했고 마지막엔 어떻게 했냐면은 그 기생충 상자를 들고 왔습니다. 그냥 여기 있어요. 여기 저기 저 상자 안에 있어요 지금. 어쨌든 다른 사람들이 못 쓰게 했지. 사용은 못 하겠으면 최소한 사용은 못 하겠어요. 이게 루팅이 되더라고. 제일 마지막에 있겠지? 아니 이 안에 다 살아있는 거죠. 살아있는 거. 그때 다시 로딩을 했어요. 그 죽인 애들 그 기절한 애 말고 기절한 애는 루팅이 안 되더라고. 여기 있잖아. 여기서 까볼까? 뭐 어떻게 되나? 궁금한데 한번 까볼까? 어떻게 되나? 또 이런 거 좋아하지.
The curse is broken.
The that is still, placid. Thousands of tadpoles happily awaiting their hosts.
이거 봐.
The winged serpent of the centaur.
자, 요거를 한 마리 뛰는 거 보이죠? 죽었다. 이게 왜 터진 거지? 주변에 인화성 물질이 있어서 터진 것 같은데 다시 한번 해볼게요. 불 없는 데서 해봅시다. 불 없는 데서 불 이거 아니 불씨도 아니었는데 좀 더 인적이 드문 곳으로 갈까? 근데 저녁이라 웬만한 데는 다 불을 켜고 있어가지고 이쯤이 좋겠네요.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
아 이걸 그냥 얻을 수도 있네. 아까 한 마리 어디 갔지? 여기 있었지 않아요? 도망갔나? 이걸 얻을 수도 있네. 이런 식으로 루팅할 수도 있고. 이 안에 일부러 폭탄이 들어있나봐. 누가 억지로 열면 터트리는 트랩 같은 건가? 아무튼 이렇게 루팅도 되네요. 이렇게 처리하는 방법도 있을 것 같아요. 기생충을 한 마리라도 더 얻고 싶으신 분들은 이렇게 하시면 될 것 같습니다. 와이프가 기다리는 것 같네. 잠깐 얘기를 좀 하고 가야 될 것 같아요. 뭐 할 얘기가 있는 것 같은데. 잠깐 다녀오겠습니다.